Greetings, literature lovers. Let's continue from we left yesterday. We were finishing Marxist literary criticism, and that was the last paragraph and the last line. And it also includes analyzing the class constructs demonstrated in the literature. Now let's begin with structuralism. The structuralist model of reasoning has been applied in a diverse range of fields, including anthropology, sociology, psychology, literary criticism, and architecture. The most prominent thinkers associated with structuralism include the linguist Roman Jakobson, the anthropologist Lewis Strauss, the psychoanalyst Jacques Lacan, the philosopher and historian Michael Foucault, the philosopher and social commentator Jacques Derrida, and the literary critic Roland Barthes. Now, the proponents of structuralism would argue that a specific domain of culture may be understood by means of a structure modeled on language that is distinct both from the organizations of reality and those of ideas or the imagination. In 1970s, structuralism was criticized for its rigidity and ahistoricism. Now let's talk about new historicism. It is a school of literary theory grounded in critical theory that developed in 1980s primarily through the work of critic Stephen Greenblatt. New historicists aim simultaneously to understand the work through its historical context and to understand cultural and intellectual history through literature, which documents the new discipline of the history of ideas. Deconstruction is a term introduced by French philosopher Jacques Derrida in his 1967 book of Chronology. Deconstruction refers to a process of exploring the categories and concepts that history and tradition has imposed on a word or a work. Deconstruction suggests analysis with high precision. In describing deconstruction, Derrida famously observed that there is nothing outside the text. That is to say, all the references used to interpret a text are themselves text, even the text of reality as a reader knows it. There is no truly objective non-textual reference from which interpretation can begin. Deconstruction then can be described as an effort to understand a text through its relationships to various contexts. Now, talking about the post-structuralism, its a movement may be broadly understood as a body of distinct responses to structuralism. Structuralism argued that human culture may be understood by means of a structure modeled after structural linguistics that is distinct both from the organizations of reality and the organization of ideas and imagination. The post-structural approach includes the rejection of self-sufficiency of the structures that structuralism posits and interrogation of the binary opposition that constitute those structures. Next comes reader response criticism that we will discuss tomorrow. That's all for today. Thanks for being part of it.